Do you have an interview for a Power BI developer or data analyst role and worry about DAX questions? Watch this video and I will talk about top 10 DAX interview questions with answers. Hello everyone, Shahab is here with another interesting video. In this video, I help you to pass the Power BI developer role interviews. DAX is always a challenge for analysts, especially if you started your career journey recently. So don't miss this video and watch it up to the end and take notes to use in your interviews. Before jumping into this session, don't forget to like and share this video and hit the subscribe button to get the notification for the new upcoming videos. Let's go! Attending interviews to get a position is always challenging and stressful, but you can get prepared before it and easily pass this big milestone. Watch this video again and again to easily handle DAX questions and get your dream job. This video is comprised of two parts. In the first part, we'll explore the first 5 questions, and in the next video, we'll cover the rest. Let's dive in directly into the questions. The first question is, what is DAX and why is it important in Power BI? It's common that many hiring managers like to know about your fundamental knowledge. So it's possible that they ask this question. The answer is, DAX or data analysis expressions is a formula language used in Power BI, Power Pivot, and SQL Server analysis services. It's essential because it allows users to create custom calculations, aggregate data, and define business logic within Power BI reports. DAX is similar to Excel formulas but offer much more power and flexibility, especially for handling relational data and creating complex measures that can be used across your report. Second question is, what are calculated columns and measures in DAX? And how are they different? The answer is, calculated columns and measures are two types of calculations you can create in Power BI using DAX. Calculated columns are computed during data load and stored in the data model. They are row-level calculations that are evaluated for each row in a table. Measures, on the other hand, are evaluated at query time and are used to perform calculations based on aggregations. Measures are typically more efficient than calculated columns because they do not increase the size of the data model. And the difference between these two are, first, storage. Calculated columns increase the size of the data model, whereas measures don't. And second, evaluation. Calculated columns are calculated once during data load, while measures are calculated on the fly as you interact with your report. The third possible question can be, what is the difference between sum and SUMX in DAX? In this situation, you need to define each of them, and it's great to make an example as well. So, sum is a straightforward aggregation function that adds up all the values in a column. On the other hand, SUMX is an iterator function that first evaluates an expression for each row in a table and then sums up the results. For example, when we use sum of the amount column in sales table, it adds up all the values in that specific column. But when we use SUMX to multiply quantity column by price column from the sales table, first it multiplies quantity and price for each row and then sums up the total. Indeed, SUMX is more powerful and flexible, but can be more computationally intensive. The fourth possible question is, what is the role of the filter function in DAX? You need to know the filter function is used to create a subset of a table that meets specific criteria. Unlike simple filtering, filter is often used within other functions, like calculate or SUMX, to modify or narrow down the context of calculations. This expression sums the amount for only the East region. Filter allows for more complex and dynamic filtering within DAX calculations. The panel also may ask, what is calculate in DAX and how does it work? Calculate is one of the most powerful and versatile functions in DAX. You probably will deal with this function every day. It changes the context in which a calculation is performed, allowing you to modify filters or add new ones. For example, you can see here a use case of calculate function. This expression calculates the sum of amount for the year 2023. Calculate works by evaluating the expression within a modified context defined by the filter provided. These are the 5 questions when someone asks you about DAX in an interview session. But wait, it's not all. I'll talk about the next 5 important DAX questions in the next video. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get the notification when it's published. If you like this video, thumbs up and share it with your friends. Have a good day. All power.